Okay. So, I was mistaken. The first time I tried to do this, to get into the game proper, I thought that what I had gotten from pre-ordering it was the entire game. It's just that the entire game was not unlocked until release day, because games do that. I didn't realize it was only the first act of the game, period. So now, this is the actual full game. So, hopefully, let's see. I got Sir Dedham's there. There we go. But we are actually going to load Sabil. Because I've actually been through more of like the side quests and exploration of the island of Fort Joy with Sabil. So when I go to leave on the boat, this should be
Let's go.
Malady grabs the vessel with two hands and pushes it into the water.
this should be the
She
rest
hops
of the
on
game
board
from
behind
here
you.
on.
God-woken. Wait till she finds out.
Salty water mists your face.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders.
Hell yeah!
Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
There can be only one. Loading the high seas. Okay. Great.
A light sea breeze kisses your cheek and carries away the smell of blood wafting up from the deck. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
Don't stand between a prince and his principles. The Magisters learned that the hard way.
I'll be damned if I ever set foot on that island again. Don't care who I have to bury.
Fuck yeah.
I've no sympathy for those who die in the line of duty, especially as odious a duty as those dead Magisters held. Onward now. The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better. Perhaps the Seekers need help manning the ship.
I, the Godwoken. Sabil has taken crumpled note from Ifin using magic pockets. The hell? Oh. Ugh.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those Godwoken, after all.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye and smiles, barely.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Right.
Very glad indeed.
Not a moment longer than we have to. But we're in something of an impasse. The ship won't move.
She's mute. We need to free her tongue. Quite expedient, isn't it? Dallas seems to have made a ship out of an ancestor tree, then found a way to bind the spirit within to her alone.
Oh, that's fucking great. The ship is alive. Wonderful.
That means only she can control it, unless we can find a way to break the bond. Go ahead and try. Maybe a pure breed will have better luck than I did. But whatever you do, hurry it up. The longer we sit here, the higher the chance the Order will get their hands on you.
We won't let that happen.
Yes, yes, and all that.
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they? Hopefully, you'll never have to find out.
Ooh. Okay, so the ship is alive and has presumably a personality. I'm just gonna explore and walk around and see what I can see.
Look here, Quercus.
What the
Another
fuck?
giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them. What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great Acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive.
Sir Laura!
But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great Acorn is returning in all its wrath.
The gato, he's so cute.
What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this giant for a shield? Why would I... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, if it defeated the great Acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe. Egads! It speaks our tongue, Quercus! Hush before... What do you mean, a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Sir Laura, grandest of the... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. You give away your trust too easily, my dear steed. No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great Acorn waits for no one.
I will literally, if you've given the option, I will chuck any one or all of my party members overboard if it means I get to keep Sir Laura. Oh, and he's riding a skeleton cat. Come on, that's so good. I'm gonna talk to him.
Oh, how pensively our shield looks down upon us. Dear me, it has questions, Quercus. Hmm? Why, yes, I suppose answering them is the polite thing to do. Speak, shield! What are your queries? A giant body, but no giant brain, eh, Quercus? Surely, even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before the great acorn fell from above and seeded the Irwood, covering this land in beautiful, perfect forests. Beautiful and perfect until the giant races, no offense, realized they could use it to build their houses and fuel their fires. They carved the Irwood up, and the forests shrank and shrank. None of the original wood remains. But someday, the great acorn will fall again. The forests will be reborn, and the giant races will be wiped from this world. At least that's what I hear. Oh, Quercus, it wants answers. As if it is the first creature to ponder the big questions of the universe. What tree did the great acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build a nest great enough to store the great acorn for the winter? Some questions have no answers. Quercus, why is that so difficult to understand? The great acorn will come. It will destroy the world, and squirrels will reign supreme forever.
Ooh.
I fail to see what's so difficult to grasp. What do you say, Quercus? We once believed it was good, but now... No, quite right. As terrible as the giants have been to us, we do not want to see them wiped out. Rather, we must find a way to live together in peace, giant and squirrel. Although it would be quite a bit easier to get along if the giants would stop turning our home forests into spears and ships and things, wouldn't it, Quercus? Perhaps the shield will let them know as much.
Sure. That is just delightful. Just delightful. Oh boy. Oh man, they really fucked up you guys over here, huh? Wowzers. Let's see.
I remember this one. His name was Kerbin. His friend's sword couldn't save him, it would appear.
Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest.
Let's see.
Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive. I know what's at stake, but I have to warn you. This ship is alive and dangerous.
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning.
Oh, shitballs.
He
the
burned,
figurehead, eh?
like he was made of parchment.
She sighs.
I know. Just be careful. Nothing. The ship is live wood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it.
Live
The
wood.
Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. I just don't know what.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again, her head held at a despondent angle.
Thank you. We were held captive together on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Now he's dead.
I have a squirrel and an undead cat following me. Let's see.
There must be something around here.
Let's see who's lurking around. Oh boy.
The silent monk leans from one foot to the other. He seems eager to move.
Okay.
The silent monk leans forward slightly and stares at you straight in the eyes. She seems eager for you to say something.
What am I even looking for? Will I know it when I see it? We have to find a way to get this ship moving.
Yes, so I quite agree.
How you doing? You creatures with your legs and arms and your opposable thumbs. You always want to steer the ship. You need to trust the ship. It knows what it's doing. It dances to the tune. It goes la 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 la, or something like that. It's pretty catchy, but I can't
It
remember
is.
how it goes. Good thing Dad had that book, eh?
I have a squirrel on an undead cat following me.
Oh, she opened it and looked at the marks on the inside. How the hell else? All right. Go to the nose bit of the ship, open the book, look at the markings inside it, sing the song. That's it. Get it right and the ship will dance to your tune. Get it wrong and the ship will kill you. That's always entertaining, for me anyway.
Right. So.
Good to feel the rolling of the waves. I might actually get a good night's sleep.
Hey, beastie. What the hell does he have on his fucking head? That's fantastic.
The burly dwarf is distracted by his own facial hair.
Yep.
He thrusts 2 fingers into it repeatedly until he extracts the final prize, an errant fly. He flicks it into the air and it buzzes off, just in time for him to notice your presence.
2 heads are better than 1, Papa used to say, and he had 3, so he'd know, eh? You're looking for a travelling partner? Well, just so happens my beard's available, as long as the rest of me comes too. How do, partner? Though I reckon I should fill you in on a few things. Right now, though, The biggest thing on my mind is some candy arse called Lohar, lurking in Driftwood. The Queen is up to something nasty, and he's the best chance I've got of finding out what's what.
I have a squirrel knight on an undead skeleton cat following me.
Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us. Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of
Spinning
crushing
cabbage.
and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be? Then it's settled. Capital. Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon. And I suppose you do too.
Oh, how pensively our shield...
Do 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 ba ba dee ba 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 diddle it a do. Dugan.
Oh, please don't stare. It's tiresome. Yes, and had my mask not been stolen, you would still not see me. I could be an elf, a dwarf, a tall dwarf, human. Alas, I am naught but bone until I can find a suitable
Humans,
corpse
the
and
tall
a device
dwarfs
that
of
allows
fantasy.
me to remove its face and craft a mask. But you're quite right. I am not of your kind. I am an eternal. My people are glorious, prehistoric, and missing. Thankfully, there are answers to be found. I simply need to get to Reaper's Coast, to return to the Black Pit's excavation site. The only treasure worth digging for. I was investigating a site where several artifacts of my people have been found. Some were even intact. Alas, I was not the only one there. Those red-robed idiots were scurrying about too, trampling precious clues under their ignorant boots. They caught me when I failed to correctly respond to their questions, and dragged me here.
Right.
Still, it's good to be on the move again. They simply asked me what I was doing there, and I simply told them to be gone from my lands. I may have used the phrase pathetic mortals. Come to think of it, I may have used it several times. Damn fools. The faster we leave them behind, the happier I shall be. Well, you see, I have a rather pressing engagement at the Black...
The skeleton breaks off mid-sentence as he notices your hand. He pulls out a notebook, flicking through it, running a finger down the pages.
Physical contact, voice lowered, coy looks. Good heavens. Is this a mating ritual? Nothing. Oh, my pardons. I fear I'm rather unaccustomed to your... customs. Although perhaps you would be interested in a companion of another sort. I need to travel to the Black Pit's oil field near Reaper's Coast. But my attempts at staying, given how well you handled yourself in Fort Joy, I rather think you could be of use. And I am certainly useful to you.
Uh-huh.
So, how about it? I travel with you and aid you in your... Very well. Let's be off.
Let's see here. Let's check my inventory. So I believe, yes. There we are. And, didn't I could swear I had the face ripper. Huh. There it is.
Exquisite. The perfect tool to rip a face from a corpse.
Indeed.
I think I shall call it the Face Ripper. Now to harvest a few samples, gather some source orbs, and craft a new mask.
Nothing. Empty as Dallas's heart. Nothing but spiders and disappointment.
Let's see.
Not a thing but spiders and disappointment. Wish I had half a clue what I was looking for.
Lovely. Wowzers. What a fucking face. Okay. Let's do that. And yeah, that's exotic as fuck. Mage's gloves. What's going on there? Sure. Like it. One fire and one poison. let's see. Let's see how I'm doing. Let's. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see, fire. Okay. Nice. I just noticed I have an animal's face on my chest. Alright, alright. Let's see.
Wish I had half a clue what I was looking for.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Whatever I'm looking for.
Boy, look at that guy. that is awesome. Okay. Actually, he's probably all right the way he is.
Whatever I'm looking for.
Amulet.
Finding it.
Got him a couple of hatchets there.
Not a thing but spiders and disappointment.
There we go.
Whatever I'm looking for.
All right.
I'm not finding it.
All right, guys. Lovely.
Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home.
Yes, I'm sure she says a lot of things. Neat.
All that fighting will be worth less than nothing if we can't get this tub moving.
Well, that's... You can hear the little guy following me. That's so good. Let's see. Down the hatch. Whoa. What the hell? Room with a goddamn face on it. Reminds me of Fable.
Allies for hire.
Oh my god. So much stuff with faces on it. hell?
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough!
A young magister paces around the brick, tending to the unconscious form of Alexander himself. She leans over and presses a damp cloth to his brow. She notices you observing her. She straightens her back and sets her jaw in a defiant scowl.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot. So stow your questions, elf.
Oh, filthy fucking racist, eh?
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. There's a shift in the Magister's expression, a flicker of doubt. Then...
I'm a good Magister, loyal. But Dallas, something about her has changed. She's toying with dark magic, like a common sorcerer. She used to sing to the ship. It let her control it. She had this old book of hymns and incantations. It was only ever in her hands, or else locked away in her cabin at the stern. That's all I know.
Great.
Got that Magister to talk? Oh, good work. I knew she'd crack eventually.
I like this one. Anything dead? Nah. Oh dear. What the hell is this? Nice. All right. I thought it would, it's entirely possible that it would have transported me to, like, some other dimension.
I found something.
Ooh. Hell yeah. Let's see.
I've got sword fighters.
I got these jerks. Let's see, I got a battle mage and a wizard.
If the price is right.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice its unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood, tortured and tormented. A six-sided indentation is carved on its forehead, as if a gem or amulet had made a mark there. The face vanishes. The anguished face appears, then vanishes. The door...
No entry allowed through the starboard stateroom door. Please use the port side door.
Alright, come on, you jerks.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you note the wood groans, the face vanishes. The door remains closed. It seems you need more than a password to open. The door remains unmarked. The thud of your fist upon the wood resonates deeper than you'd expected it to. It turns into what sounds like a moan, then echoes away into silence.
Son of a bitch. You know something about this?
Some clue. Dallas would have trusted someone with a secret, wouldn't she? Unless there's someone still inside.
Anything good? No. Oh, you Han.
Hey! You're here! Pretty nice boat, eh? We got an upgrade. There's got to be another way to get it going, but we can't find a way into Dallas's room. Maybe you can see something we can't.
You know anything good, kid? No. Okay.
The door remains unmarked. The door stays resolutely closed.
Whatever type of companion you need, I can provide.
Know something about this fucking door?
Speak to me if you're looking for hired help. I've got good fighters of every stripe. They know how. So, what'll it be?
Alright. Let's see.
I was just getting used to this seafaring life. You know, we could... From the look in your eye, I gather it's time to grab my things and get back to work. Ready? We'd probably get tired of this view soon enough anyway.
The silent monk cocks... As you approach...
Alright, come on, you jerks. Oh, fuck. Climbed an entire ladder for that. Alright, come on.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon, It looms over the bow, its fangs bared
Super
at the
cool.
open sea. At that moment, the ship serendipitously creaks beneath you, almost like it is acknowledging your observation. Searing pain races up your arm. The ship senses you. It's angry. The pain intensifies. It's spreading past your arm, across your chest. Your lungs feel like they're on fire.
I need aid!
Blessings to our fallen. Pray
Son
that
of a
they may
bitch.
find rest. Tarsendelius, hear my prayer. Show us the
I'm
way
sorry.
forward.
The way he
Deliver
died
us
was
from
funny.
peril.
Okay. Alright. Come on, Iffin.
Blessings to our fallen.
There you
Pray
go,
that they
you
may
fucking
find
weirdo.
rest.
Let's see. Alright, let's get you.
Tarsendelius, pray to you for my seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation. Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest.
Ah, God, he doesn't have any fucking boots. What a bunch of shit. Let's see.
Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest.
Gotta find you some boots, buddy. Fucking ridiculous.
Tarsendelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way. Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive. That's right.
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby.
Yeah, let's see.
Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer.
Okay, we need the book. There we go. Comically oversized, but still fucking great. Okay.
Tarsendelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Alright, there's Gareth.
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Godwoken. You have many names. Let's add ship's captain to the list once we get this thing moving, shall we? Driftwood, of course. Little fishing village. Not very welcoming, but you'll brighten it up, I'm sure. Got family near there. Not the adventuring types. For the best. Meister Siever's there too. My leader. Our leader. She held the Seekers together when we had every reason to fall apart. Think of her as a teacher. The powers of the Seven stir in you. She'll reveal them to you. Show you how to manipulate them. I won't let the Fallen be forgotten. I'd be no better than Dallas, no better than Alexander, if I just tossed their remains into the sea. To think that whelp spawned from greatness. He deserves no better fate than his silent monks. All this blood, children ripped from families, seekers ripped from me. He's down there now, guarded like some precious jewel, rather than leashed and flogged like the dog he is. Amazing to think those of us in the Order once assumed the gods were with him, and only him. That was before we found the others. Other Godwoken. When Lucian died, we waited, and waited some more. Alexander never rose to divinity. Then we started to find more like him. We weren't the only ones who noticed either. Not every Godwoken we found was alive. And so the Seekers were born. We found Godwoken, housed them, fed them. I loved them like family. I was naive. But let's leave the past in the past and reach for what she's not. Well, not in the strictest sense. She's not exactly an elf either. Half demon, Meister Siva says, and I don't doubt it. I don't know how Siva came to know her, but Malady's a proper ally. She's not easy to like, but there are times I admire her coldness.
Gareth fingers the hilt of his blade. He stares at nothing in particular before turning his gaze back to you.
Keep Lucian close, Godwoken.
Getting it done, come hell or high water. Likely both, eh?
You made it, Godwoken. Good. Not all of us did, though. The sooner we leave this island behind us, the better.
Sure.
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey. You seem to be in the company of your...
Nothing on any of the dead bodies. Maybe there's something below decks.
Missing hat, natty beard, vessel adrift. It's a...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
If we have different paths to take, you and I, so be.
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our... Off we go, then.
Let's see. Resplendent. Lovely. That's just wonderful. Look at that. Let's see. Knife on a stick. That's fantastic. Okay. See. Okay, well, let's see if we can do something better. Looks like his mace is about as good as it's gonna get.
There must be something around here. Something we're missing.
There's the pure breed now. Naughty lizards. I wouldn't have taken that rune on the figurehead as a slave scar myself. Well done. We'll need to find the song that'll control it then. Well, you'll need to. This is Dallas's ship, but she can't have been the only one who could get it moving. It'd be too risky. And Dallas is anything but careless. There's a way to move this ship on board, I'm sure of it. You'd be surprised. A ship like this holds many secrets. Hopefully you can discover some these seekers might have missed. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. But then again, so have the doors downstairs. Everywhere you look, a hunk of wood looking to incinerate or stymie you. Dying to hear them, pure breed. Meister Siva is one of a rare breed. She'd do anything in the name of a cause, and her cause happens to be you. She's desperate to meet a living Godwoken. She'll be... We'd better not leave her waiting. She's a bit particular. She's the founder of these Seekers, and she's powerful. That means something when I say it. Your kind can reach astounding heights. Meister Siva can help you do just that. A place called Driftwood, host to putrid fish, putrid dwarves, and Meister Siva herself. You'll probably find it quite comfortable.
Okay.
Looking for. Will I know it when I see it? The lady's a sturdy old tub. Take a look.
Nothing. Empty as Dallas's heart.
Seas are fickle, mistress. She's mine, darling.
Oh, yeah.
Expert warriors for hire, all seasoned in combat. They won't let you down.
Magister Ran, Corker's mate.
Too late for
Hey,
that now, Red.
don't I know you from somewhere? So, we've got quite the task on our hands, haven't we? I have to admit, the whole thing is very intriguing.
She cocks her head and looks at you for a long moment. Her eyes are dull and dark, more sunken than they used to be.
Nice to have met you too. You're on your way then? Sure. Can't say I blame you. Take care, Chief.
Ha! I knew you would eventually.
Got that Magister to talk? Oh, good work. I knew good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out. All right then, just don't make me regret it.
I'm very good at killing things. It's okay.
Hope you find something useful.
Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the divine. All right. Don't harm him.
Ivan grabs you by the sleeve, not hard, but insistent.
Let me work on him.
Ha!
I've got questions that need answers. Answers I can only...
Ifan approaches Alexander, who lies flat on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, Alexander's eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. Ifan grabs him by the jaw and shakes violently. Alexander's face contorts with agony and his eyes flutter, yet he doesn't return to consciousness.
Why did you trigger the death fog before the elves had a chance to escape? Why? Why?
No matter how loud Ifan shouts his questions, there is no response from the unconscious Alexander. He reaches his arm back, and you realize he intends to punch Alexander in the face. Ivan's fist connects with Alexander's cheekbone, and you hear the stomach-curdling crack of bone. Blood streams from Alexander's nose, yet he stirs not at all. Without a word, Ifan strides away.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. You spoke, didn't you?
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Unconscious, he looks more boy than bishop. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in shallow, jagged swells. A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope. The gem sits heavily in your pouch.
The bell can't be unrung. You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
No one's ever regretted having extra help in a fight. I'll guarantee you that.
Okay. The Lady Vengeance.
The door remains unmarked. The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits. A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone. It gives you the sternest of looks.
I am summoned. Speak the password. Yes, and yes again. The word is spoken. Welcome to the stateroom.
Ooh, I wonder...
I've got sword fighters.
I can go ahead and do the same to this one.
For security reasons.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take this one. Hey! Experience, baby! Experience. Woo! Experience, baby!
Just one more moment, please.
Talking. Anything good, Tom? Jesus fucking Christ, look at all this stuff! What the fuck? Oh, dear God. Let's see. Let's... You know what? God. That is... That's pretty. I'm gonna buy that. Say, I need a good staff. Jesus, God, look at all this stuff. Alright.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you.
Lovely.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks? Armor? Such a limiting word, but yes. It serves that purpose, amongst others. Dallas has been keeping me prisoner here, but I try to keep working on my own projects when I can. Dallas took a particular interest in me and my skills. I'm an expert in healing, crafting, and more arcane practices. She kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it seems. Oh, yes. And she could be a most cruel mistress, I'm sad to report.
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if it were magically decayed.
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process. Oh, cast spells, tinker with relics, meddle with the laws of nature. All the sorts of things power-hungry despots love to do. She had me enchanted dead cat over there, so it would seem alive.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm, his eyes on you the whole time.
That damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur. No! Necromancy is an unsavory practice, not something to be trifled with lightly. This is but a cunning illusion of my own creation, nothing more.
His face abruptly creases into a smile.
But come now. Enough of Dallas and dead cats. You've taken this ship and granted my freedom. This is a happy moment. I'm afraid I cannot tell you what I do not remember. Could you pass me that copper wire just there?
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back, above his elbow. In its crook, you see part of a tattoo. A pattern of concentric circles rendered in black.
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add. Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the woman a little. She's unwavering. She will break before she bends. If you cross paths with her, be sure to break her. I doubt you will get another chance. Took it? No, no. I made it. Have you seen the kind of metalwork the Magisters deploy? This is in a different class to them. As I said, the Magisters left me weakened. But this will help give me the strength to carry on my work. I'm doing my utmost to be civil to you, under rather trying circumstances. Why must you push me like this? Well, you're painting me into a corner here, friend. And I don't like to be cornered.
Let the creature live. He is hardly worth our time.
The Seekers are too trusting by half. We can't just let this healer go free.
If this one was enslaved by Dallis, then he could still be under her thrall. We can't risk keeping him around.
Oh, man. He seems incredibly useful, though.
He takes your hand in his gauntlet-clad fist and shakes it. There's a lot more power in his grip than his slender frame would suggest.
Call me Tarquin, and consider me at your service.
Yep.
We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal?
He stares at your scar for a long, probing moment.
Perhaps we can be of use to each other in time, Elf. We shall see.
Ooh, boy. Okay, well. Gasp. I'll take that. A teleporter pyramid.
Huh. This
For
looks
sure.
like a teleporter pyramid. Could certainly come in handy.
Yes.
Only one way to
Beautiful.
find out. Try using it.
Gorgeous. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful.
This is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song.
I knew, didn't I?
Ooh. I've spotted something.
Whoa. Ah. Straight into a fucking fight. Alright. That's okay. Well, no, not before I've had a chance to, fuck. Don't.
guards or victims?
Both, I fear.
Shit.
Ha! Another pyramid. Ah.
Now is not the time for a bath.
I've spotted something.
For security reasons,
I'm a monster. I click and clack as I stalk my prey. My tail rattles like a snake. I suffer. Don't touch me. My very being was Tarquin, that wretch, that rat. I ate an ill mouse and cast in my sleep, and the brooding boar brought me miserable. Mumsy? Is she here? Mumsy, where are you? 'Tis I, Booply Bear. I am quite changed, but don't be frightened. You?
The cat begins to purr and rub itself on your ankle.
Any friend to Mumsy is a friend to me. I believe he song, of course. Trouble not my weary mind with duncery.
The cat purrs, an eerie clicking sound.
Tell Mumsy to come back soon.
Nothing. Damn it.
This boat's a treasure. Dallas wouldn't know what to do with it.
The figurehead looms ahead, continuing its silent watch over the seas. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallas. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new mistress? Ask. I am here to serve in all ways. I see you, sister, but I do not see myself. I was once an elf. That much I know. Then I passed and grew into an ancestor tree. But that time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead place. Then I was taken away. My memories were lost, like the leaves from my branches. Thanks to the great calamity of our people, the Magisters. They tainted our soil with death fog and uprooted the sacred ancestor trees. They tore me apart and turned me into this monstrosity.
The creaking of the ship beneath you ceases, as if it were awaiting your decision with bated breath.
You know my plight. I can sense it. But you cannot free me, not truly. My scar is etched upon immortal wood. My servitude cannot end. I must be guided. Let me take you wherever you wish. We can depart as soon as you are ready.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail?
A slow, toothless smile stretches across her face.
To driftwood, then.
Our sacred ancestor trees, tended to the slaves of warmongers.
It most certainly is. Forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the Godwoken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
Uh-oh. Oh, jeepers, you guys. It's like... Oh, fucking hell.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers. You steal my ship, kill my bishop, and ally with demons. But you have no idea what you're really dealing with.
We are ready, mistress.
Yes, but are they?
I swear, mistress. I swear they'll perform admirably.
Very well. Show me. Goodbye, soon. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You, act!
Oh, for the love of the void. Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. You'll need to buy me time. Show us what you can do, Godwoken.
Sure.
Godwoken? Parasites, rather.
I'll take care of it, mistress. Great, beautiful blaze.
Stop that elf! Her sorcery must be silenced!
Oh, jeez.
my belly, ready to burst.
Whoa. Yeah, keep moving across that fire, dick face. Yeah, you too.
Focus! Stop her sorcery! Get over here and hold them off. I need more time.
You will not take me again, Dallas.
Ooh. Sweet. I like having a ship at my beck and call. That's fucking awesome. Let's see. Can I... Yeah. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck your face. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck. Probably, yeah, you probably, I was gonna say, you probably can't hit her. But, yeah, I'm gonna just concentrate on what I can actually kill.
Kill me, we're all done for.
Shit. Yeah.
Focus! Stop her sorcery!
No, don't do it. Don't stop my sorcery. Come on now.
It's working.
Metaphor, shall we?
Oh. Damn. Fuck. Oh. What a bunch of shit. Oh no! Damn.
You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. I ask. I am here to serve in all ways. I see you sit at that time. Thanks to the
The creaking of the ship beneath you ceases, as if...
You know my scarred.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail?
A slow...
To driftwood, then. Be quick, make...
Our sacred ancestor trees, turned into the slaves of warmongers.
Okay. I'm gonna stop it right there. I'll be back, but I'm very hungry.
There is no time
I'm gonna go grab something to eat.
We have to
I'll
put
be
this
back in a little
island
while
behind us.
with more of this incredible fantasy RPG.